Want to go first?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Try to shift over a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
In a frame.
How's
there
it
we
going,
go.
brother? You doing all right?
Doing
But
well.
I am going for VG Gaming.
Oh, okay.
How about you?
So I got to be that fifth guy, either all 5 or 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, what would the coffee bean saying today? I mean, I like VG's draft a lot, but I feel like I just want to be on the other side, go LGD, but I'll go VG. I'll go VG. 5 for VG. It's fine.
One has to go right for them.
Don't put me on this. Well, from my high MMR analytical point of view. Oh, okay. They have to pop off, yeah. I'll give you the basics of what black is. They draft. The whole team just has to do everything right.
No, this troll PL matchup can be pretty troll favored. Once he gets, that fast battle fury up, he outfarms the PL quite a bit. It's very hard for the PL to fight, especially nowadays when they don't really go Manta style anymore. You get rooted once, you're done. Yeah? Oh, sorry.
Yeah? That was my answer, by the way.
I know, that's why I told you your answer.
Okay. Just making sure you know
I was just
that.
there to protect your integrity.
I can't be put on the spot like that. I start to feel a lot of pressure.
I know, I'm just training you for the major,
Right. Yeah, I need some training. I need some help when it comes to that. I need to have better answers. Be ready.
That's what I'm here for, man. I'm not here to hurt you, but here to help you improve, That's what my job is. I'm not a co-caster, I'm here to tickle you.
You're my coach.
Yes. Coach caster.
I appreciate it. I actually don't hate LGD's draft that much.
No, it's decent. I've not really seen much up there.
I think the one thing that gets me is I get a little nervous with Ame on Troll. You've seen it a few times. I think he plays it well. I think it's just situations that he ends up finding himself maybe not doing as much, and PYW getting chased here. Missile comes in, and with the tag team the damage, Ame will get first blood over PYW. So it's a good way to start it for LGD. This is certainly, if they were to keep this tri lane, which they're not, it would be an interesting little tri lane right there. As you can see, they could just go in, tag team, only missile. Slow coming in.
Gyrocop is definitely port is pretty unconventional, but he has very good stats gain and a lot of magic damage.
Right.
Can definitely work. I've seen it work a couple of times, but at the same time, I've also seen it get completely obliterated a couple of times. It's not a tanky hero. You don't really do too much. There's these perfect scenarios. See how it works. Like, I'm sure this is really important. Win it, force tiebreaker. Like Elephant Magma. So they're definitely taking this game very seriously.
This is one of the biggest matchup see throughout the entire DC. I'm wondering at least why VG, they were keeping 3 up top for a while, leaving her to just kind of fend for himself at the moment. Is that okay for the people to be by himself that long? Like, could they even get level and rotate some more?
It's okay because Prophet is the strongest laner against Lancer. So he doesn't really get too much. Sitting at 6, even though he was for quite long, still has ball visibility as well. But yeah, it's PL. Definitely a good pick here. It can pop off, but I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong for him too, And the Orchid on the Prophet could mess him up. The Troll, as I said, if he's too farmed, can mess him up.
Yeah, Erica's taking a lot of damage already, and now they're going to go to the snowball. Erica forced to try and doppelganger away. And that is already a lot of damage coming in. LGD with a 1k lead, they're feeling quite comfortable. And I look at Faith Beyond, like you said, potentially getting that Orchid. Something we really haven't talked about too much just yet is the Ori nothing to say matchup over mid, which is probably one of the most skilled matchups in terms of players that we'll see in this region, because I've talked about it all season, how good these mids are throughout the region, and you get an opportunity to see nothing to say against Ori, which is always...
There's also 2 heroes that are super skill pendant. Like, this matchup is really just purely based on skill. Can you dodge Shadow Strike? Can you fake out enough Shadow Strikes? I mean, Void Spirit does have the edge in terms of raw stats. But Quap, of course, is ranged. As always.
Okay, lead snowball in on the DY with the tag team. Throw the ink swell on Erica. DY just getting away as it pops. Survives with 80 health, but it's still a little bit of damage coming Erica's way and actually back to her GQ.
He still has a healing salve though, so he is perfectly fine. Profit, of course, advantage of the heroes. He can always just TP back to base and back to lane, get a free refill, which puts a lot of pressure on most carry heroes. Also, this Tusk is such a good hero with this tag team, especially with a hero like Nature's Prophet, who has very good stats gains, very good attack range, as well as attack speed. Super good combination. And they're trying to put on the hurt here.
Already 2k ahead. This is quite the lead for them. Rocket Barrage and the homing missile coming through on a PYW. Looking to get this kill. Roll in, slow out from Ame. And Innocence will be the one who kills off PYW. There'll be an assist there for the Troll as they play a little bit too aggressive towards that gyro. LGD, so far so good.
2k lead.
Good.
In 4 minutes.
Yeah.
They are absolutely dumpstering VG right now.
Quite the advantage and really just a bit of a struggle right now. VG is a surprise. We haven't seen them struggle so much throughout, I would say, the DPC. UI getting chased once again, tagged in with the right clicks, and it's just easy pickoffs right now.
It is. A lot of pressure coming out from LGD. The initial 3 bounty rooms they got, they really put to a very good use. Snowball in all 3 lanes, and just ever so slightly ahead in those lanes. However, the Quap is doing quite well for himself, and once he's 6, there's a lot of room for rotations.
He's already with the holiness, a lot down on a 40. Not so much in terms of damage that would follow that up. Is there a point where Vici started to feel a bit of a power spike right now? LGD are leading the way. You want Vici to kind of hit that spike, but as I say that, again, they go onto these supports. Well, popped, GQ getting low, Erica comes in, should be one for Vici, but the Sprout stops them from getting onto the high ground and getting this Tusk. They'll turn it around, get the kill on a DY, PYW taken out by neutral, so 2 die on Vici, and they're still looking for one more.
This is the scenario that a Gyrocopter lost. Like, no creeps, no nothing, just heroes to spam your Q on, and he dealt so much damage that fight. Now they're up 3k already, and what's the power spike? Quap 6 will have to do a lot this game. As I say that, nothing to say, drop him really low. To be alright.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fills the lane, PYW coming in.
Well, that means Quap ult used for no kill, and now this strong power spike is suddenly gone again.
Yeah, they've got the snowball still looking for where you're at least deterring him from going for that rune.
Yeah, he can't blink on top of that. He gets remnant and he's dead. He doesn't get, you know, tilted and blinks on top like a lot of other players would.
How many times
have I done that?
Just your face of sincerity when you look at me and go, yeah, how many times have I done that?
Way too many, man. It's just like, you know, you get so mad. Like, ah, shit, that DD, damn it. I want that.
And your bottle just sits there unfilled. What? Damage coming in from that swashbuckle. Faith Beyond getting chased, Rolling Thunder. This should be the end of Faith Beyond on this one.
Finally on the board. VG here. Rolling in.
I am
Stroke there, level 2 in Quora.
Now, hold 11 though. Astro Step coming through, nothing to say, gets a kill. They might even look for DY. He's pops double damage. It should be 2 dead on the side of Vici, and it will be. Erica forced to hide within the trees behind the Tier 1 tower.
LGD is dismantling.
They're rolling.
VG right now. Like, they're just out-moving them throughout the entire map. They're just faster, more efficient. Really making good use of the gold lead.
That was really good from Faith Beyond down there bottom too. He comes in, TPs, refills the bottle, and nothing to say, and that means they could sustain this push onto the Tier 1 tower. And with the siege creep, I think they take it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to really defend. Quap also cooldown for 10. And they can't really get a trade either. which is it's a pretty rough scenario for VG. Like we said, how good PL will be. If you're so far behind, PL will be a non-factor. We said how much AoE damage they actually have once the Scroll gets his Battle Fury. Profit is actually not going Orchid, he's going Witchblade first, so prioritizing just more damage.
Jinkyu getting chased here. With the roll coming through from PYW, that'll CP the Geomagnetic Grip onto both. Nothing to say as well as Jinkyu getting the silence onto those heroes. They finally get the kill on the Jinkyu, but nothing to say is in deep. Inkswell onto 11, but they don't get it off as the Prophet Ult comes in and gets the kill onto this Pangolier. They take out DY and a foul, end up losing Innocence. It's a 2 for 2 so far. PYW sitting low. But we'll be there to protect him.
2 for 2, I would say, usually is a good trade for a team that's losing so hard, but it's only a 4v5. Troll still farming, and they still managed to get an even trade, which does benefit LGD quite a bit. Still sitting at 4k gold lead. And I'm not too sure about this Witchblade first. I feel like Orchid first to pressure the PL a lot. All the heroes. Pangolier is afraid of it. Quap is afraid of it. PL is afraid of it. I just feel like rushing this Orchid is so good on this Prophet hero. We'll have to see if it backfires a little bit or not. Because once this PL gets strong, you don't have any answer for him. Yeah. He can just run you down on the Prophet.
Interesting to see not the Orchid, but the Witchblade, like you said. We'll see how much time they can make for Erica. Didn't exactly have the best lane, and you could see that between him and Ame in terms of net worth, there's a 1,300 net worth difference.
It's going to be a bit problematic. PL seems to be going for Yasha first with that band of elf skin, and not for the Diffusal. Maybe he didn't quite see that Prophet is going for Witchblade, but this game, in early Diffusal, you need to be able to fight and come back into this game. Because this Troll is going to snowball if you don't. He's already 1,500 gold ahead. Once he finishes his build, it will only accelerate even faster.
And this is exactly what you were talking about. How can LGD win this game? It's by Troll popping off. If he gets that Battle Fury, gets his second item afterwards. That could be the moment where LGD put Vici so far behind that they really don't have an answer.
Smoke rotation here from Void Spirit as well as Gyrocopter.
Yeah, they're going to come around.
PL might be in trouble here.
Erica, Snowball, Astral Step, and out of control. It's such a quick on the Phantom Lancer. PYW looking like he's next, as those are perfect shards, but
no damage.
Don't have the damage to get the kill.
Close.
Thunder. Ooh,
they have Clock Wave available too.
Now they're going to go for Beyond hit up into the air. Free. Using that ulti patiently. Beyond still falls. They want to get another one. They've got the disarm of the swashbuckle. Blink forward, Ori playing aggressive, but just doesn't want to continue to go for nothing to say under that tier 1 tower.
Yeah, they still got what they came for though. Stole one bounty rune, and they got the kill on that Phantom Lancer, who is the big winning condition for this Radiant team. While the Troll is still farming away, now about 1,000 gold away from the Battle Fury.
It looks like Erica had Sanjin Yasha, now he's got Manta queued, going between a couple of items right now. And it looks like he's kind of unsure what he wants.
I'm not a big fan of this Manta first, or even Yasha first. You need this Diffuser play to exert some pressure. You have this Yasha, you farm fast, sure, but this game is not about farming anymore. This game is about fighting your way back into this game. Because they're gonna run away with this game if you don't.
Yeah, and it's an interesting pick up for Faith Beyond. What he wants to go for is the Glepnir next. So he's going Witchblade Glepnir. Not going towards that Orchid at all. Do you think Glepnir is an item that's suitable for continuing to roll through this game?
Lane.
Say that bottom as well. They're going in on multiple lanes. They'll look to get the kill here. Call down on a 2. Snowball coming in. Couldn't save the Gyrocopter, but looks over with the tech, as well as the Warlord Punch on a 2IW. The Sun's on a Jinkyu. They will TP out this Pangolier to get the kill and trade for supports.
Yep, support trade. Slightly benefits the LGD still again, because it was plus 5 for plus 4. The problem is really they're not pressuring this Troll at all, who is just over 2,000 that we've had already. Or even completing his acceleration item. It's gonna be really scary. PL, Yasha completed, but Troll Battle Fury completed. Like, it's just like night and day.
You're accelerating your farm with the Battle Fury Yasha, not so much. Quick kill there on 11. Again, double damage, done nothing to say.
It's such a good rune on Void Spirit. Like, every Astral Step is 400 damage, is brutal. perfect rune pickup time as well. Huge ancient stack as well for Troll.
Oh man, Sonic Wave comes in.
Yeah.
It's on a Faithion. He's trying to run. One more shot for POW is there to get the Con Faithion, but they're going to have no tendency going in deep for the Con Ori, and they will find the trade so far. POW just getting away, and that double damage still doing so much work here for this Void Spirit as well as OGD.
Yeah. PL, however, gets a top tower, which is pretty good for them. They lost their Quap again, who is rushing an Orchid. Every death delays your Orchid by so much, and the later the Orchid comes, the worse it is for you, of course. Already Yule's completed on Void Spirit, so he doesn't even care about that Orchid.
Yeah, because you've got so much movement here. You can just Yule's Astral Step away, or dissimulate Astral Step, and you're gone. You're not really going to get chased too much. The roll comes in and hits Innocence because nothing to say to assimilates. They've got the call down on a couple of heroes. Second one comes in, and PYW ends up falling. That was a big call down onto 3 heroes.
11 a little bit alone in here. Manages to roll out.
Sarko looking like he wants to join the fight, but all he's got is a Yasha.
Yeah, as I said, this Yasha does nothing on a PL to fight. Like, he could have had a Fusel by now and be in a very good position to fight. Yasha. If he completes his Manta Style, he will be not really a lot of benefit for the Radiant side for a long time. It's a very farm-oriented build. It's a very passive item build.
Yeah. And you're going to start feeling pressure from LGD. The more and more they get ahead, Faithion, he can help push anywhere on the map. If they want to take a tower, they can move around quite well. Like, if they start taking the mid-tier 1, and they start taking out your map and squeezing it down, how is PO even going to get that farm to get to the Manta and his second?
It's going to be very hard. That's why we'll have to see if this Manta style first pays off or not. Itemizing into an ATOS on the Prophet. Quap is going to be in even more trouble. They already have the Yules for step. It's going to be a very tough game for Ori from here on out. Doing the 2-man smoke, the Void Spirit. Though.
Yeah, they got scanned out, so soon BG, they're moving away from smoke play.
Warden, Troll, Yasha completed, going to the BK next, lost that item build. Once he gets his BKB, there's nothing that can touch him on the Radiant side, and that's probably when they're looking to go for Roche as well. Tower, sitting at 400 health. LGD.
Middle tower is under attack.
The Apex is the right first component here on the Gluttony, right? In a pain.
Yeah, I mean, it's the more, you can't really call it more offensive, but more catchy. Like, they don't have too much catch, so this ATOS makes a lot of sense. If you ever catch this Quap in an ATOS, snowball follow-up into Walrus Punch, he's dead. The same thing with Void Spirit. You Yules him, Remnant him, and tag team around him, and he's just dead as well. Quap is not very survivable at this point. Sitting at 1100 health. There's nothing.
Yeah, that's really nothing. I'm way higher than that at the point in the game. Rolling in for nothing to see. They got the chip out of grip at the same time with the Ink Swell, but Yule's up into the air. Call down placed by Innocent. Sonic Wave comes in. Nothing to say. Ends up dying as they don't get the snowball around to this Void Spirit, but they get a trade on an Ori. They'll look for more. They've got shards, but the Swashbuckle away will keep LGD at bay.
Yeah, and that should be a mid tower as well for LGD. It was a good idea from VG. It's just they're so far ahead that these plays don't work out quite as easily anymore. Like, they get the mid trades.
Regeneration.
It's gone. Like, there's.
They're going to.
He's gonna get it, but the timing's gonna feel like it doesn't even matter.
It's gonna be a super hard fight. They have no ults at all available for Radiant, and they might just try to steal this. That's already gone. Did I say that? Oh no, he didn't roll in all the way. Slight misplay.
And now they've got the 8th Remnant around with the Rod Bait to Sold 11.
Easy.
He ends up dead on her. This is OGD, probably looking the best they have so far.
Yeah, the problem for VG is they always trade one hero for one hero, but at the same time they're getting out-farmed. They're not getting any map control. And yeah, we can see it into the network as well. 8k now. What they are now waiting for is just a troll BKB, and then they're going to take all outer towers and really just constrain them in their own part of the map. And they have to find a way to break out. PL went Manta first. He has no fightability at all right now. He just can't deal any damage. His items don't allow him to.
And you can tell the difference, right? He's got 8,500 net worth. He got a Yasha first. You've got a Battle Fury on this troll. He's at 12k net worth, and he feels way more active and way more available for LGD.
Yeah, just because of the heroes, really. Like in a more even game, I could see him getting away with it man first, but because he was so far behind early, that you really just need the refusal, start fighting. But he's gonna get it soonish, another 2,000 net worth, then he'll have it, but it might be too late at the point. Troll pushing him bottom all the way. Probably just gonna assemble with his teammates shortly.
I want to see if that for sure ends up being a refusal.
It has to be. Like, no defusal means you can't ever fight this game.
Double damage.
Mid lane, Gyrocopter caught out.
Snowball saves him for a second with a Walrus Punch. They've got the Soulbind on the 2. The roll coming in from Old 11. They get the kill on the Innocence, but trade PYW. It's another double damage on Nothing to Say. Radamitos through as well as the Sprout. They should be able to get a kill there on the Old 11. Eventually they will. Sonic Wave gets committed, but it doesn't turn into anything more than just damage done.
No, it had to be committed and to push the troll away from the support. He was running in on his grimstroke. But again, there's the Sonic Wave extended for no kill.
Yeah.
We have seen it, I think, for the third time in the game already, where it's like more of a defensive Sonic Wave. And now there stands nothing but the tower. Say that? Now there stand a lot of heroes there.
Geomagnetic Grip, but the Walrus Punch comes in. But Silence is going to wear off on Ame. He's going to start to be able to turn this around. Magnetize, Phantom's Embrace. That's out on the GQ. Avoids that Stroke of Fate, and Vici make massive rotations. LGD, they want to go in on this. They want to play this aggressively. Vici, they rotate in, and, well, they're already looking to back away from this tower in a way that feels like the rotation is really worth it.
Yeah, that troll also finishes BKB now. There's no way to contain this guy. If he activates his BKB, he's the king of the game. You need to fight him. You cannot fight him. No matter who you have there. Still, away from the Fusel Blade. That could be one of their timings. However, they are quite strong already on Dire. They have ways to deal with him now.
I don't think just that diffusal is enough.
He will need a heart as well. But with this diffusal, you gotta try to make something happen, I feel like. You can't just let this game get out of hand anymore.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Troll up and just starts pushing down that tower. I'm very split from his team here. Chance for Radiant. There's no troll.
Into the Rolling Thunder. They've got the Soulbind on both supports here on the side of LGD. The damage coming in of Faith Beyond is so much. PYW getting the Swashbuckle comes in. They'll get the finish on the DY hurting Jinky. PYW trying to roll a hit on Nature's Prophet, but he landed Simile, and the Home Missile coming through. Ori might be able to continue to chase, but here comes Erica turning it around and the kill on a Faith Beyond. They look over at Innocence. PYW still getting involved with just a sliver of health, and Erica gets 2. He'll take out Innocence. They've got the Silence on to this Void Spirit, and they should be able to finish him off. Mules, does he have it? No, Sonic Wave is in from Ori, and that is 4 heroes gone on LGD. The second the troll is away. Well, Vici are here to play.
It is super well played by VG. Quite a big mistake by LGD there to just fight without their strongest hero. They knew that he'd TP top. They still chose to commit for that fight and get heavily punished. They kill 1 support, lose 4 heroes. That is exactly what this PL needs to do. He comes in late and destroys them from the backline. This is so easy. Like, you can see how much damage he deals.
Silence, long time, Soulbind comes in. And you see that Faith Beyond's doing a lot of damage. He feels pretty confident in the position he's in. But Erica just comes in and cleans him up. And look at where he's at. Goes after Innocence for a second, takes out the Home Missile that was going after Ori. Faith Beyond tries to TP out. There's no chance he could do that. And the fact that PYW's got the confidence to stay in and continue to make plays is why I think he's been one of the best supports in the DPC this region.
PYW is... he's just super good. Like, there's nothing else about him. Again, Troll needs to start to convert his net worth to damage, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he talked to farm more, while his team kind of got punished for it. Sure, you can say that the team shouldn't have stayed there as well, but they just need to play out the Troll, really.
If the team's going to stay there and you're not going to be there, that's communication, all right?
It has to be, yeah. I was like, that fight was very unnecessary.
That was a 3K.
But at least we have a game on our hands now. Ish.
Well, yeah, I mean, it definitely feels like Erica can make a move to be involved now.
Yeah, the diffuse blade, you can just see how much of a power spike it is on this Phantom hero. It just increases the damage by like 200% probably. It's such a good PL item. And he's going butterfly hard. Probably gonna go hard first and then into butterfly. And Ball is just going for Mjolnir as well. It's going full PL counter. Belfry as well as Mjolnir.
You've also got that Gleipnir. That is enough if you're an LGD fan, but it's like Erica's slowly making his way back into this one. The Gleipnir is finished.
He will need a KB. HS Prof as well.
He does pick up the skill in the heart.
Art on PL is just so good, like this permanent health regen throughout the entire fight is so valuable. We have seen countless PLs just become unstoppable after a hard pickup. This game though, they do have a lot of damage. The heart shouldn't be as impactful as it has been in the past. Again, VG is very good at avoiding it. They're outplaying them, pushing out lanes, making sure that they get more farm. It was a 10k, 11k gold.
Shards from GQ right on the money.
Oh, they caught him, yeah.
We'll find DY, which will at least be one for LGD, but like you said, very well done by Vici to avoid this rotation altogether.
Cut all the waves already, so there's no pressure incoming bottom. Instead, the top tower is getting pressured. Maybe they will force an ill-advised TP again. Because it's really what you have to do when you're behind. Force the enemy to make rotations that they don't want to do. And then you can fight Tusk on top. He has a blink dagger.
Near
Tusk blink.
No ball coming in. Old 11 trying to run, but it's not looking likely. Kill there for LGD.
Power of Gleipnir. Good item this game.
Yeah, feels really strong. And I wonder what Prophet could he even still just go for the Orchid?
Nah, it's way too late for that. I would much rather see him go BKB and stand his ground, and he just keep BKB up as well. Once they have the 3 BKBs on their cores, Void Spirit is also going for one, but it's still quite far away from it. They don't have any damage other than cold that goes through BKB. Confidence, most of his damage from some Diffuser Blade, BKB ignores that. But of course, once PL gets 1 or 2 more items, not change. And we said this PL can win.
Right. Rolling PYW, but it's a miss. It's got the ink swell on him. Battle trance in the BKB pop by Ame going the other way, but the Sonic Wave hitting. They've got the kill on a big beyond, so they end up making it a trade. They'll try to take DY's life. He might leave him for dead, but the soul line holds him in place. DY looking like he might get away. Nothing to say though. You can see he's ready to make a jump once this home missile hits. He'll throw an Aether Remnant and then ultimately get the kill.
They thought it was just a easy little pick off. However, the Prophet did still go for 2 supports, so it's a somewhat even trade. Hard up on PL now.
She's starting to pull back. I know the network went 10k to 7k back to 9k, but it still feels like each year finding an opportunity to try and use the comeback in this game completely.
The longer the game goes, the less net worth it. So this 10k from 7 minutes ago is much more impactful than the 10k at this point. There's definitely a lot of ways to fight this Radiance. They also have the Quap Beak finished. 8-mail already picked up, so he's a lot more survivable. Shiva's got next. It's gonna be an interesting game. LG have made a couple of sloppy mistakes, which allowed VG to capitalize on. They're not back in the game just yet, but they're in a much better position.
Yeah, they're getting there, and it doesn't feel like LGD have put everything together just yet.
Yeah, and now Roshan is up. It's going to be the next kind of test. As they were content. Teach all the youngsters some fancy English words as well.
You were teaching me about English earlier today.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Didn't go too well, but
Right. I was wrong.
it's okay. Don't worry. Happens to everybody. I'm a man of many talents.
Yup.
I'm surprised they went to that. They were all still smoked. And up until like, yeah, you must be real. Yeah, an ink swell on you. It was a cute play though by Radiant. Roshan up. hit Roshan, and it's gonna fall really fast. They have about 15 seconds. Rolling in on gyrocopter.
Get the look for these kills. They kill Innocence really quickly. The Sonic Wave coming through and hitting on Ame, pushing him away, but they don't get the shards right on the Erica. The man actually doesn't push him on the other side of the shards. They hit that shard as well as the Walrus Punch. Erica, though, doppelganger, he'll get away from the moment.
Roll BKB.
Amount of trouble to get the kill on Ame. They'll take out Jinkyu, and this is 3 heroes gone on the side of LGD, and make it potentially a 4th. Heroes up in the air, no Astral Staff. That is
1-0-5. Okay, they bought back the grimstroke, so not 4-0. But how did they crush that fight so hard? There was a big misusage of BKB from the troll. It didn't even get ult off either. Permanently locked down after his BKB by the Pango. Super just well VG. They kited them, we can see it here again. Fight started with gyrocopter just getting obliterated. A lot of damage coming out on VG's side as well. But they just have no more BKB to fight with on the dire side. And after the BKB, troll just really feels very weak. He used the BKB too early, prematurely. Once BKB ran out, he just died to the Pangolier roll.
Yeah, Early did so much in that fight with the Rolling Thunder. Just basically controlling this troll once that BKB was over. And that was such an early BKB usage, like you said. Like, it just
right away.
He uses it right away, gets pushed back via the Sonic Wave. So he's not doing anything with a big chunk of that timing on the BKB.
Yep. We have seen it at the Dire also. When they initiated on the Nature's Prophet, he instantly popped Battletrance BKB to kill a support. He needs to be very cautious how he uses BKB. It's his only defensive tool right now.
Once that Mjolnir, he'll need something to really rely on defensively.
Mjolnir is not that item to rely on defensively. Neither is Manta, really. Manta seems kind of... Yeah, I would have much rather liked to see Saint Jasha. Status resist is so important on a troll. We'll see whether cost them even more.
Potentially, yeah.
Now it's scary time that Pia already with the heart, now H picked up as well. All he needs now is 1 damage item, which apparently is going to be the butterfly, and it's going to dish out so much damage. His Prophet can't play Dota anymore once he has this butterfly complete. Angry roll.
Looking again, and that will come through the lane.
Just TP out probably. Or... But they caught him!
They caught him!
Who agreed with the TP?
Yeah,
he could have
seriously.
he could have just TP'd right away in the roll, but he didn't want to.
A little greedy from old 11, and he gets caught because of it.
Yeah, gets punished. At least a lot of space. Entire side is on their own half, so they won't really get any objective.
Power going here, though.
It is.
Throw it in the general direction you think he blinked in, and you caught him.
But at the same time, you see this Prophet is not as strong a man as he used to be. Or rather as we see with the other item build. When he got his Orchid, Mjolnir. Because he went for this more utility kind of route. Most damage at this point is really coming from Troll. That's why he has to be very, very careful with how he uses BKB. Can get disarmed, can get stunned, can get used.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He did it now, 5K. Been trying to go for this on tier 2 a couple times, and LGD just haven't been able to secure it just yet.
30 gold away from him. Gonna be a big picket for him. Copter, dangerous light.
Pro is also level 25 soon.
Yeah, it will give him strong spell this game. This couple of his stuns could be nice to strong the spell, so swap initiation.
Yeah, they're looking to see if he can find here popping the BKB. Ooh, BKB popped by Ame going after PYW for a moment. He's actually not sure who he wants to go for. Magnetized Sonic Wave coming in. Sonic Wave, the Gem's going to be in the deck. They get on the DY. They'll take out 2 heroes on the side of Vici. He's going to try and turn this one around. And this is a 3v5 as Erica trying man play. He goes out that 8 with the rolling thunder come in and back him with the eye without the BKB. They bumped up in the air and in a lot of trouble out of mana now, and he might just go down and will. Ame gun orb drops it in as well. So 3 on the side of Vici. Erica trying to man fight this 1v4.
Unstoppable at this point.
Jinkyu, he falls fireballs. Now he goes over to another target, finding himself big beyond. Is this real right now? Eric is doing so much damage. Big beyond is gone.
There's more targets around.
Nothing to say, trying to TP, and Innocence goes down. But nothing to say, the only one who's successful in TPing out.
A buyback. Tusk committed as well.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
A Troll getting level 25. From that fight, he gets 25.
Yeah.
And he's now surpassed inexperience. He'll soon get ahead in net worth.
And he's now picked up as well. And again, this early BKB by Arne. He did a super early BKB once more. BKB runs out. Pangoli on top of him. He's done. He just
And then he didn't know who to
fighting.
go for.
Because he can't go for anyone anymore. He gets this arm, he gets mana burn, start his PRs on top of you.
Handsome road.
And his BKB is running low and low on duration. Now down to 7 seconds. Whew. I mean, at this point, really, PL is... He's the god of this game.
Yeah. And take a look at the replay and we'll show it. They find Ori and the BKBs get popped. And look at this. Ame pops the BKB. Thinks about going for PYW. Turns towards Ori. Now back to PYW. He hasn't done any damage so far with the BKB direction.
Yeah, and he's just getting him wonderfully. Once his BKB is down, we see the PL just goes on top of him. Pangoli helps him out. A couple of disarms, a couple of stuns. And it's just so easy for PL to kill this troll post BKB.
Yeah.
He has no survivability items other than BKB. No Satanic, no Saint Josh to help him with the stun durations or anything. Yeah, he went way too all in into that PL kind of, I want to deal with you, kill you ASAP kind of mindset. But now he's stuck with the Mjolnir. Now he's stuck with the Battlefield Mjolnir. Too much.
And just the fact that he was able to get not just Ame, but turns it into also getting Faith Beyond, turns it into also getting Innocence. Like that was crazy.
Once Troll is dead, it's open field for PL. He can just pick who he wants to kill, and he will just kill free. They can't fight back. PL is only scared of Troll. Troll is gone, you don't care.
Scared of Troll.
He was literally just healing up. Did you see that team fight? Troll was dead, he was just healing up while getting hit.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Tower has fallen.
And now what was once a 10k lead,
2k lead.
realistically, it's just even.
Realistically, I think VG's ahead by quite a bit at this point. Like, PL just seems nigh unstoppable.
For my coffers.
Look up on LGD. Roche potentially up in a minute. So this could be where LGD, if they were to win it, or really either side, get their hands on the Aegis afterward.
Yeah. Lancer going to party next. And so is Troll. Find the PL here. On top of him.
They'll look over. They've got the silence. He pops the man who's trying to run the cooldown. He's not going to damage, but they got the Gunnar. It's going to come on Eric. It'll take on TY as well. The Heroes gone on the side of Vici. That is what they needed on LGD. And again, nothing to say with the double damage. That really has been on his side this game.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those. PL has buyback though. But you can see, if they get on top of him, that the Troll destroys him. But he needs to make it happen during his BKB. And I want to see bash on a Troll as well. If he has a Scar, he's not going to do much for you. You need a reliable way for yourself to lock people down into your head.
Yeah.
You get at the Bishop Blade, you jump on him, then you do BKB Battle Trance, and you can actually kill him. Skadi won't do that.
Were we seeing Trolls at one point going into the Swift Blink, or was that like...
Yeah, I mean, it's still
Troll
very good.
item?
It's still very, very good. But still, you need a bash on Troll at some point in this game. Because you can't hope that teammates can always lock them down for you.
Right.
And now, tables have turned again. Now Troll's king of the game until PL's out there. He is going into a silver edge on PL. I don't like that at all, actually. There's nothing really to break. Doesn't make much sense. Much rather, again, I think you just go Abyssal Blade. Item is meta for a reason, because it's very, very strong.
And I would say Vici get lucky here with the duration it's going to take for Roche to respawn. Another 2 minutes.
Yep. That will be the next. Again, this time with either a Refresher Shot or an Agar Scepter. quite a lot of good items that targets this game. It would be perfect for the troll, really. And the spell, the disarm all the time, the diffusal slows, the shadow strikes. There's lots of things you can dispel.
Timeless Relic, Spell Prism, some big name tier 4s coming out.
Yeah.
Spell Prism for the Void Spirit's gonna feel quite nice. This is a Tusk that's level 20. Maybe we see the level 25.
Spell Prism was actually picked up by Radiant, I believe. Or was it by Dire?
It was Dire
picked up
going to
Spell
Void
Prism,
Spirit.
and Radiant picked up the Timeless Relic.
Yep.
Which is also an amazing item for Quad.
They're gonna come over and they will get a quick kill on a DY, just a Walrus Punch and a little bit more damage. Finish.
He has buyback though, but no Grimstroke ult this time. Already that ocean up in 50 seconds. Again, this long respawn timer coming handy for VG.
Yeah. This is gonna be the point of contention for sure.
Yeah, it has to be. The Aegis cheese plus one additional item is just too important at this point of the game. We can see both carries. Once PL is dead, Aya just wins. Once Troll is dead, Vader just wins. So the carry really needs an 8.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Interesting. Roll. Faked, okay. You baited me as well. I hate when the cancel is so late, you know? It's just something that's going through.
As long as you get the timing right and you don't let it go off.
Yeah, that would be pretty embarrassing.
Faith Beyond taking an outpost, but 50 seconds to get it back.
But if they commit a lot of resources there, they could just try to sneak a really fast Roche. Maybe that's the plan here. Prophet, out of position. He has been caught.
Yeah, he didn't TP away. He's got the BKB.
They're going into Roche now.
Sprout, and yeah, exactly what they wanted. They're going to take some time here trying to kill Faith Beyond. And now they've got no
outplay. What outplay is getting a free Roche now?
Faith Beyond giving up his life for the greater good. And there is...
It's a refresh card.
Yeah, no way they're coming in and getting this Aegis.
You have been debated. Baited. And they actually just... They didn't just bite it, you know, they like swallowed the whole thing. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna all go on you. You're gonna use your beak. Why did you the BKB, I wonder? Yeah, they're doing Roche. He could easily live there if he wanted to. Just big BTP, but he wanted to make space for the Roche. We spoke about this.
Yeah.
And this is a really big advantage now for my team.
For my
Leveler now also picked the control. Woo!
He's got the leveler. He's also putting onto the Elven Tunic, going into the Axe, because that last Roche was refresher shard. You know, this is being, I would say, good play for LGD to not just tilt out.
For sure, for sure. They made a lot of very bad mistakes in the game. Now they're back in the driver's seat. Got the composure. Still playing good Dota. But they need to do something with this Aegis. Like, don't just sit back, arm with it, try to pressure the base at least a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So,
Flap and 10.
I wonder if they wait for the Prophet, maybe they wait for this Axe.
Angolia. 5 now as well. Almost a Abyssal play completed on him. It's gonna be a huge pickup as well. I'm still not sure if PL is going for the Silver Edge. It's just not a great item in this game.
Yeah, interesting, since...
It might save him once or twice, because, of course, having reveal in every fight is not easy. They do have a gem on a Gyrocopter, though. But yeah, overall, a couple more better items, I feel like.
Does he go for it because he knows Old 11's going for an Abyssal himself? But multiple Abyssals feel fine. Like, it's not...
They do feel fine, yeah. It's not 2 Radiants.
Yeah.
Like, even an MKB against this troll could be really good. So you can just hit through the blinding X's. We'll see.
Yeah,
maybe he gets a good pick-off with it. But the thing is, even with that item, you can't really get a pick-off. Abyssal Blade. It's a bit risky.
So he might risk it.
He will need another 600 gold anyway for the blessing recipe.
Yeah, I guess you probably want to wait for that, right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing here you
have no slot.
are replacing unless you
place your boots, I mean, which you already did. But then
Replace
after ages, you do need to boot still. Otherwise, as troll, you're just too slow. Just running uphill blind.
Yeah, going in and looking for this. The storm comes through. They're going to have the Phantoms in place on both the Gyrocopter as well as Ame. Falling Thunder comes in from all the 11. A lot more patience here for Ame to pop the BKB. The Walrus punches in onto this Earth Spirit. The Sonic Wave comes through with the BKB in the battle trance being popped by Ame. Now he can go in deep, a bit beyond, standing his ground with his BKB. They got the kill on the PYW, but he's going to buy back. All the 11 goes down. Beyond gets the kill from the high ground. And now they're on top of Ame. They packed him up. They silenced him as well. He can't do anything as I take that silence, and he's going to lose that Aegis. LGD looking for an opportunity to refresh the shot. Gletnir, and now they've got the BKB once again, but the Invisible gets used onto Jinkyu. Oh, stunned up, and Ame having a little bit of a struggle trying to get out of this. Goes to the battle trance once again. Looks over at Erica, who will use that doppelganger. There's nobody here with him, and he's getting kited like you said. Until once again, they get the second kill on Ame. Takes him out, gone for 100 seconds. Luckily, he didn't buy out on that axe. He's got buyback available, which is going to be very important as VG move forward, try to take a tier 2 and potentially go to the high ground.
Probably sounds like a broken record at this point, but again, he runs up fast. BKB ult both together. He just hits PL illusions. Like, unless you can really stick on the target, you're not allowed to ult this game. Because PL illusions have been his bane for like the last 5 fights.
Yeah.
Every time he keeps in those PL illusions, he can't stick on a single hero. It is so difficult for him to do any damage. I think the last fight, even though it looked really scary, he dealt like 1,000 damage in total because he was just hitting illusions. Which of course is not his fault. It's ult makes hit those illusions. So you gotta be careful how you use it. Prophet cut midway at least, so there's gonna be back to protection. Setting in right now. Well done by the Prophet. That means no buybacks will need to be expended. It's just like the way these last team fights all look, like you wouldn't even expect LGD to be ahead, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just so one-sided, these fights.
Ichi just has the control. PL.
Although they did have to buy a companion Earth Spirit, there was Aegis, Cheese, Pressure Shot fight.
And it wasn't enough.
It was not enough at all.
Now instead of that Ags, they're going to go to the Swift Blink on Troll, which I think is kind of being built under the assumption that they're going to take the next road.
He needs the Swift Blink either way just to get himself into a better position. But again, like this lack of bash is really evident. He cannot stick on targets. Just kite him so hard. I'm really curious as to why he's not using or trying to buy a basher. Chris.
You'll have to have. What was the mindset?
Nature's Prophet, now Hex completed.
Yeah, he needs that desperately because that was big in shutting down Ame. Like they could use that the same way.
The problem is just it's a lot easier to kite Troll than it is to kite a PL.
Even kiting just the Quap is going to be difficult now that he's got that little 25 spell block.
Yeah, and now Shiva's got his pick up. His Quap is giving self. Even Pangoli is pretty dead as well. And he's also going with the heart. Picking up more.
Illusion.
Maybe that 25 for Void Spirit ends up being a big one.
Nah, you just figured out how to play this game. If you don't die, you don't lose. But they're all going hearts.
Can't die, you can't lose.
It's a good mindset.
Really like to see them get nothing to say. I think that Disinflate stuff might be massive in these fights.
The Earth Spirit has no buyback if he dies here.
Yeah, he's caught, he's silenced, and will pop a BKB. That'll allow him to roll. They got the soul bind on
BKB again.
This Void Spirit as well as Troll. They're gonna pop the BKB on Uri and Sonic Wave Ame. He was controlled and potentially killed, but Snowball saving against the battle trance off, but the Rolling Thunder comes in again. Can't get any health back from this. And they will buy back on Grimstroke. Ame eventually will fall, and he is gone for another 99 seconds. Over 11, he drops. So does PYW. We've got 2 heroes without buyback. We're focusing on getting the kill on a Jinkyu, who will extend his life with the Snowball. And now they've popped back on the troll. There's a win condition here for Vici. They're able to kill off Ame once again. Nothing to see though. Yule's up into the air. Erica trying to go in with this. They've got Gleipnir on him. This might be too far for Puyoyo. They find the kill on a Faith Beyond as well as Jinkyu, but the Aether Remnant lands and Erica's still able to run away.
He's just healing.
He's healing the damage from Ame. They will take him out, but he has buyback, and that's the difference now between him and Ame.
However, Earth Spirit as well as Penguin do not have buyback. They can force something here. If PL buys back, they catch him one more time, they do have the damage to bring him down. Game is suddenly over.
Yeah.
So they need to force the issue right now. They cannot let this PL get away without having to use buyback. They're in really a lot of trouble. They just have Ame's number, man. Every fight is getting kited to oblivion. He just deals no damage, even though he has so much at his disposal. He's playing this so well.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised they managed to kill the PL at the end there. It was very close.
He was Hex from a distance coming in from the Queen of Pain.
They know they have no buybacks. They see? They're just satisfied with getting two sides. Probably are. Because then you can wait for your own buyback cooldowns. I'm actually very scared. There's only 2 heroes alive. I think you need to commit for some Rex here.
Try to force the buyback, try to do something here to...
And get bottom as well.
Make Erica use that buyback. Otherwise, I would say even with the racks going down, you feel that advantage.
He's getting spammed down quite low here. Say.
Trying to make sure that Vici are forced to sit a little further back. But Ame, you could see how scared he is. And now nothing to say. He gets silenced. He was on quick to get the kill. He's got buyback, but yeah, that is one you don't want to give up.
Ooh, just makes it out. Nick of time. There's 2 barracks down. Red Spirit has buyback still. So if you can just weather the storm until Troll has his buyback again. Roshan is up in 20 seconds, so that might not be an option. This next Roshan is gonna have everything.
Ooh, E-Blade.
Treasure, Axe, Aegis, Cheese. E-Blade picked it up just to help people against the Troll. They just want to kite him.
Then Axe being built for Grimstroke.
Potentially, they might even give the Axe to the Grimstroke if they get the Roche.
They've got a silence out. Innocence running. Rolling Thunder coming in from 11, and I think this Rolling Thunder is pretty crucial to taking this Roche for Vici. Holy Spirit finally bites back, and PYW will he's going to magnetic grid that's going to silence up Faith Beyond, and now they're going to turn fight around and say he's going to buy back immediately with a rollout from PYW. They look over to all the weapons, roll up and trying to get away from the side of LGD.
I'm going to use BKB Battle Trance again already. Now he has nothing at his disposal.
Which means he is very kiteable.
That could be a free Roche now, because he has no BKB and no Battle Trance.
They know it. They've got double damage on Ori, and I think this is just Roche for them.
They cannot fight this. Like, Ame is very trigger happy.
For my coffers.
And that is Refresher, Aegis, Cheese, Aganims. Who took up the Aganims? Grimstroke did.
Yeah.
Now,
wow.
That's gonna be a very painful troll illusion.
Clean up the entire team.
Troll has a lot of damage. Whew. Oh, there's even conditions for the European team. Aegis picked up on Quad. So, although you don't have that buyback, you have good life to work with. And I think if you're LGD, you just kind of want to wait out that Aegis, wait for your Troll's buyback.
If you can.
Even Prophet is now just going for Agams to split push. It makes a lot of sense. He went for the cooldown reduction talent as well, so his ult now has 48 seconds cooldown, and it's just gonna push the entire map.
Tusk goes level 25, 12% chance to Walrus Punch.
And he's going Moonshot.
And he's going Moonshot. Yeah, he's going full Mike Tyson.
There's a potential to never drop off the floor again. I've seen it happen. They stay in the air. And it's a lot of damage. How much is the crit damage? 430%, I believe.
Having the knockout power.
Yeah, 430% crit. With the tech team, he's gonna crit for a good 1400. So he can take out the support for himself. But will he ever get to the moonshot? I doubt it. It's wishful thinking.
Nice.
But you never know.
Already got enough for one.
Yeah, but he will also have to buy back soon.
That is true.
So VG is now just trying to push out lanes, but it's Nature's Prophet doing a very good job at pushing out these lanes. The big trees pushing in top, the small trees pushing in bottom.
This could be
Trees everywhere.
something that extends the game to tier 5 region.
It's good. Tier 5s, potentially good ones. What do we have here? Ballista, decent for Dire, not that good for Radiant. Core Fallen Sky, most broken one. It's good on any hero. Giant's Ring, potentially.
Throw that on the
Not
tusk.
anymore.
Gotta give this tusk to Leather. They want him attacking as fast as possible.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
See if that does anything or not. VG has a very hard time right now pushing out this lane. Prophet ult every time it's up. They all gave him the spell prism away from the Void Spirit so he can ult more.
Beyond in the base.
Wow.
Base.
I need some help here with math.
Okay, that's
So Wrath of
not my strong
Nature,
suit.
Axe, right? It says it's going from 85 to 60.
Yeah.
He has a spell prism and a 20% cooldown talent. Why does it say 49.2 seconds? That's not right at all.
20% off 60.
It's already 12, so it should be 48 or less. But it says 49.2. Maybe it's just not updated properly.
Or it's bugged?
I think it's bugged. This is like pre-Aghanim's cooldown, I think.
Well, let's see when he uses it, what it says.
Yeah, I think it should be about a 30 something. 33, 34, 37. Let's see it. 15 seconds. I use it.
It should be like 39, I think.
That makes more sense, yeah. Closer to 40. See if he's gonna use it.
He's got
2, 1. No, don't TP. Okay,
40 seconds, yeah, so
39 point something.
Yeah.
It's just bugged.
Alright.
Free game.
Not a lot of weight on that, Wrath of Nature.
Yeah, and you can see all the silence are pushed in immediately again.
Just no TP cooldown. Going
I'm
all the way
surprised he
over the
didn't still
map.
3 damage. If he's going for the build.
Well, he's gonna get level 30 soon.
Is he though? Like from 29 to 30.
Precious bounty.
Oh my god, he's just being up those cliffs. He's the maniac. It's so scary.
Gotta have faith beyond camp.
So this is the big advantage why I said they needed to take those 2 raids. Now with the Nature's Prophet, it's just so hard to commit to any lane. Because if you commit to bot lane, you're just pushing bottom, middle and top.
Right.
And you can still cut bottom wave. It is very difficult now to get these lanes in. Even though they're having an 11k gold lead, they can't make use of it at all. Troll, buyback available. Aegis running out very shortly.
Void Spirit's buyback is available in 2 minutes. And you've got 2 minutes for Queen of Pain as well. So I think both teams might wait for that, but at that point, maybe they even wait for tier 5s.
It's possible.
Although when you wait for tier 5s and you have an advantage like this, that's something you don't want to do, right? Because it feels like tier 5s put chaos into the game where the net worth just doesn't matter.
The thing is, if you can get tier 5s and keep the enemy in base so they can, that's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
However, this Prophet is probably just going to TP to the enemy triangle, get it from there. So,
Ship them back.
yeah, they're both going to have access to
Tower is
it.
under attack.
And they're smoking up on Dire here, recognizing that Aegis ran out as well. All the important buybacks.
Could even get to a 5th Roche.
Drop anything. After the 4th one.
Aegis level 2.
Cheese level 5,000.
Permanent regen.
Vanish,
5,000
permanent
HP.
not gone.
That's a lot of HP.
It is.
That must be an ancient cheese. Something that aged. Nice.
Let's not talk more about it.
Holy.
Dire's
so
top
old.
tower is under attack.
I'm older than you.
And yeah, in case you guys didn't know, B-Cup is actually older than me.
So how does that make me feel? Even older?
Pretty young though.
Blessed, you know?
Now they're trying to
Dire's top tower is
start hitting
under
top tower here.
attack.
At this point, late game Dota, there's so much damage on both teams. It really just depends on one hex on the PL could kill him, one hex on the troll could kill him. It comes down to millisecond decision making.
Right.
Which is why we hate and love late game Dota.
I love it.
Well, I hate playing it.
Yeah, I will watch
Especially in these tournaments, it's so tense. You know, anything just kills you. Like this grimstroke illusion could kill the troll.
It's crazy because LGD have been in this position so many times just this season alone. I mean, they played Aster in a situation like this, obviously a lot more chaotic with the Divine Rapiers, but like, that's the difference between LGD being in a more secure spot in the DPC is a lot of these game threes, obviously this is a game one, or these longer games that have made their way into LGD series.
It's scary though, because LGD is usually the team leading quite a bit in those games, but they struggle with the mid-late game, just ending the game, you know? We have seen it also this game. Couple of questionable decisions. Suddenly, VG won the driver's seat. You had all the pieces you needed.
A minute and a half to go for tier 5.
Now PL, and all that he can buy is an Egg Scepter, another smoke up. We have seen like 4 smokes in the last 2 minutes, just
They haven't done anything
trying
yet.
to find anyone by himself. However, Gyrocopter, possibly. Tense.
It's an interesting setup. I mean, nothing to say in an odd spot. They do have vision on 2 other heroes. Wrath of Nature gets used. And they'll push through bottom. They're trying to push mid and push bottom. Finally have an opportunity to go into the high ground.
Troll got silenced up.
And they use that Dark Portrait, but they sprout it. Okay. So
Also a range from. A range from Dark Portrait is not as scary. But you can see this Dark Portrait dies really fast too.
well, they were able to kite it, and that wasn't in a chaotic. I think in a chaotic fight, it's certainly not as easy to put the focus on it, right?
Definitely not easy, but I think you have to. Too much damage otherwise. Gyrocopter. I don't know, like, this is where I'm like, I'd rather have this grimstroke, you know?
Yeah. Man, tier 5s are going to come around the time that there is
Prophet will come out.
Yeah, they're going to find themselves face beyond, but they've got the snowball to try and make the save with the BKB Popeye order to go after. Rolling Thunder hits on nothing. Stay or use that Walrus Punch. PYW taking a lot of damage with the BKB Popeye, and now the Rolling Thunder comes, or they're rolling onto this Nature's Prophet. Glepnir hits onto Puyoyo as they get the kill into Innocent. Stand up trading for PYW, and now they look over as the Blade is used onto the Void Spirit. Nothing to say, no trouble to use that after to get some distance between him and the side of Vici. Tommy goes over the battle trance as well as the BKB. The snowball comes in on the left, and he's faster than the snowball, rolling away. And now they get the kill to beyond. They end up losing being used by the Earth Spirit as well as the Queen of Pain, but they look over, they find the Tusk. Tinku unable to be Mike Tuskin, and they'll go through. They've got the spot, they've got the silence out onto this Pangolier. They get the kill to PYW, who just fall back. He's going to be dead for 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Erica going in, and they've got the Rogue Thunder once it's Levy, bouncing these heroes around. Ami trying to survive. The snowball comes out. He's out of trouble. He gets hit by the Hex. He's silenced up. They get the kill off to this animal. He's got bite going in once again. Oh my god, for this time, Ami falls. Buyback by the Void Spirit as well. Patrolman for this Pangolier. He's going to the air with the Eagles. They've got the gem kill on the currency, so it's on the once again. He has 4 heroes around on all the left. Kill there. He's a buyback. Puyoyo does not want to make a move here. A back and forth fight with buybacks around the horn. And it's still now an opportunity for LGD
Shut up.
Roshan tier 5 before Vici really have a chance.
I think what they want to do, Roshan straight end the game. They have about 80 seconds left on the Earth. No buyback, no buyback. Would he buying back straight away? Might as well use the cooler. He knows he has to expand it eventually. Gonna be very intense. Next minute here, they might potentially be able to game. Troll still has damage. BB, Troll off cooldown.
He's got the He's got the Ags. He finally picks it up at the Roche. Refresher. The Void Spirit. They're going to go through the top lane and try and get this done. It's 2 minutes. Q3 with racks.
I don't know if for Megas is the right call.
They don't get Megas. They still have the range barrier down bottom.
They can definitely get Megas effective too. Perhaps it's the better decision.
Move in, they delve silence, but on the back lines they're going after G1. The Walrus Punch, they're going to use the big push. It's both the BKB, but Ami is got the damage to get the kill here on anybody. They look over as Jinx don't pop the BKB, they find themselves all right. Walrus Punch is coming in. He's going going to be 100%. They look over, find the kill on the Mega Rex up to its top, but and Puyo to the wall. Punches out once again. Is Puyo in? They finally have the Mega Creeps, but again, Warlord's punch. He is by Tuskin, and they will get the kill on the Puyo. They will find themselves the LGD from 10K to 12K deficit back into the lead with a victory here in game number 1.